you so much. Oh, boy. All right. People are still talking about the Britney Spears thing. How many of you saw the VMA Awards, anyway? All right. And then how many of you have just heard about it? It's crazy. So Britney opened the music awards and did not deliver what everybody thought she would deliver, and everybody's talking about how bad it was. And here's the thing. We had too high an expectation. That's what it was. Everybody thought Britney was going to do this huge thing because she used to do all these weird things with snakes, and everybody thought, well, what's she going to do now? And so our expectations were so high. Here's what I would like to suggest to everyone. Never have an expectation about anything. Nothing, because we're always let down. No matter what our expectation is, we're always going to be let down. It's either or, it's going to be a surprise. If you just think, oh, this is not going to be good, then you're like, oh, it was great. So don't have an expectation, because, I do that with movies. You go to a movie, and it's like my favorite actor, and it's my favorite director, and everything they've done in the past is great, and then I'm disappointed the movie's not good. Or books, that's a big one too, especially if there's books that the author, that you love the author, or there's been a series of books, and then the one comes out, and the book is bad. That's why I don't read. I refuse. After one fish, two fish, I said, never again, Mommy, I think I said. And it's disappointing, all the things that you think. Holidays are disappointing. New Year's Eve, that's the worst, because you'll have a big expectation for New Year's Eve, especially if you have a party of your own that you've planned. And you want it to be the best party ever, and you've planned for days, and then you make the house, just perfect. You put out the good towels, and, you replace the People magazines with a New Yorker, and you check that, all the noisemakers work, and then you start lighting candles like 30 minutes ahead of time. Like you have thousands of them in case Sting shows up. And so he likes them. And so like a half an hour after the party starts, or supposedly starts, no one's there. And then you go into that party panic, because you've made the party CD, and you've been listening to it. And it's like you should tell people it starts at 6 if you want people to show up at 8. And that way, if someone does start coming at 6, they can help you vacuum. That's good. Because people think it's cool to be late, so they come late, and by that time, the candles have melted, and the flies, you've been fanning the flies away from the food for hours. You've got an arm ache. You've been listening to Baby's Got Back 16 times. The ice sculpture of the lady golfer has melted. It's just the legs and the shoes that are left. That's why I don't have parties. I just dance here at the show. Well, I'll tell you something. There's so much going on. There's so much to talk about right now. I don't even know where to start, except that let's talk about is her name Kyla Ebbert? I think her name is. Bless you. Kyla Ebbert, the woman who was trying to take a flight from San Diego to Tucson, or vice versa. She got on a Southwest airline flight and was asked to disboard.
Right.
Get off, you're not dressed appropriate.
Her shirt was too short, showing too much cleavage. And Southwest Airlines, I heard, as of now, they're family-oriented now or something.
It's a family airline.
It is.
You can't get on unless you have a family.
I fly Southwest so often. If they're watching, look me up. I go from LA or Burbank to Vegas all the time, and the people that work there, the flight attendants, they're racy on the microphone when you're
They're the ones that
landing.
try to be funny all the time.
Right,
so they say
exactly.
these little edgy things on the microphone.
Yes.
So I guess she was wearing, everybody in the audience has seen a picture of it, and the whole thing is that, was that inappropriate or not? And if that is the case, if we're offended by certain things, because I don't know if it was the people on the flight that complained or if it was the crew that made the decision, but, you know, then what about if someone is wearing too much perfume next to me? Because that offends me. If I'm smelling too much perfume, can I say, get her off? I don't like the smell of her?
Right. Or what about the guy who annoys you the whole flight, asking you a million questions? Can we get him removed from the airplane?
He for sure should go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he for sure. Or somebody who takes their shoes off and you're smelling their feet.
I hate that.
You know? I mean, there's so many things that's, what offends one person is just, and I don't know, we're going to talk about that in the audience because a lot of people have opinions, so I'm going to go to, here's what they said, though. You're dressed you're dressed inappropriately, your skirt is too skimpy, it's a family airline, you're too provocative to fly on this plane. So we're going to find out what the audience has to say about this because...
Get out there, Ellen.
Thank you. Linda Hop. Who's Linda Hop? Hi, Linda.
How are you?
Good. We were dancing a minute
we
ago.
were, uh-huh.
Yeah. All right. Linda Hop, tell me what your thoughts are.
Well, I didn't think it was completely off base because I had the top.
Right.
I understand.
Yeah.
But the skirt, I thought was a little too short.
A little too short.
And had she brought it up a little further, the way it really sat on her body, I would ask her to have Brazilian wax if I had to sit next to her. I've had to suffer one. She should have to suffer one.
All right. Yeah. All right. People at home, look that up. Brazilian wax. All right, so you thought it was, but would you have asked her to get off the plane even though you thought the skirt was too short, or just given her a blanket?
I probably would have asked her to use the blanket.
Right. That was eventually what happened, but they were just saying get off.
Yeah, I
All
understand
right.
that part.
Okay, Melanie Reed. Where's Melanie? Thank you, Linda.
Sure.
Melanie, hi. How you doing?
Good, thank you.
All right, so what are your thoughts on this, Melanie?
Well, I'm a flight attendant. Been a flight attendant for 17 years.
You are. What's the airline?
Am I supposed to say? United.
You don't have to, but
United.
yeah,
Proudly.
All right.
And I've seen worse.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't pull off what she was wearing, but
Right.
I've
You've seen a lot
definitely
worse,
seen
and no one has asked anyone to get off a plane before.
No.
Okay.
But it's we're usually on United. We're more concerned with safety issues and stuff like that. Not
And, yeah,
clothing.
it should be safety issues, I would think, right now. Thank you. Speaking of safety, she was not hiding anything, and you could tell. She was Kelly McWeeder. Is that right?
McWhorter.
That's what I was going to say next.
Yeah.
Hi, Kelly. How you doing?
Good.
And what are your thoughts?
Well, it was definitely too short. For the press photo, she pulled it down. You know that.
Yeah.
But
No, I don't, but okay.
Well, I'm assuming that. But you know, when you wear a mini skirt,
Yeah, do I?
when
Let's talk, girl.
when you sit down,
Yeah.
it rides up.
Right.
And I would not want to be the person that had to sit in that seat after she was sitting in that seat.
Do you two know each other? Because the thoughts, where you go. You know, there's a lot of germs, let's be honest. There's kids doing all kinds of things, and there's lots of germs
Kids.
everywhere. Well,
She's
other
an adult.
things, though. So there's germs everywhere. But, you know, and you're assuming maybe that she didn't have any underwear on. Is that what you're saying?
I don't want to
Yeah.
think.
What do you mean you don't want to think? You went there. You went to the whole seat thing. But
Yes.
So that's what your concern is?
Yes.
All right. All right. And one last person, Melanie Gorecki? Melanie? Oh, hi. How you doing? Okay, Melanie. And what are your thoughts? Oh, she took it. Go ahead.
Actually,
I'll tell you something.
Actually, I'm a stay-at-home mom of 2, and if I had a bod like that, I'd be showing off some legs.
You would. So
Yeah.
if you could wear like that, you would.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So that's all that's holding you back is the body. You don't think
Yeah,
that...
I mean, there's too much going on in this world, and
Yeah.
I think she
Let
looked fine.
people, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's amazing. Thank you so much. How
Thank
many
you.
people have so many opinions? All right. Well, for those those of you at home, you've not seen the outfit, but you're about to, because Kyla is here today, and she's going to come out and show us the exact outfit. She'll be wearing this same outfit she was wearing when she was asked to get off the plane, and we'll talk to her about that. And so she's here, and also somebody who probably has something to say about being scantily clad. Pamela Anderson is here. She'll have an opinion or two with world-renowned magician, illusionist Hans Klok. And they're going to perform an amazing magic trick later. They were telling me rehearsal was incredible. This magic trick you'll see is going to blow us away. And also, she's probably going to tell us a little about what happened with Kid Rock and Tommy Lee. They had a big fight in the middle of the show, I guess, over her. I don't know. She'll talk about that, I guess. And when we come back, somebody who can talk about anything we want to talk about in showbiz, Ryan Seacrest, is going to be here. We'll be right back. Well, even though he's just days away from hosting television's biggest night, we're thrilled he found a moment to drop by. The hardest working man in show business, my friend, Ryan Seacrest.
Look at that.
Almost.
I mean, we know fashion.
We know. Yesterday I was dressed almost exactly like you.
I'm flattered.
I am too. So hi, Ryan.
Hi.
Okay, so you want to talk about Brittany? You've been talking about it on the radio a lot, but you weren't there, were you? Were you there?
I was there. I was actually I was under the duvet at 6 o'clock our time when it aired, ready to go to sleep to get up early to talk about it on the radio. And I guess I think the expectation point is good. I felt like it was like a Tuesday rehearsal for a Saturday show.
Yeah.
Like she wasn't quite up to speed. And that the dancers, they were up to speed, and she wasn't there yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that I felt like she looked better than I thought she would actually look, based on what I had seen pantyless in the paparazzi photos.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I thought she looked okay.
I thought her body looked good. A lot of people were saying that she was fat or overweight. I mean, what do you want?
I know.
You know? First of all, she looks great, period. She looks great. She's had 2 kids. I think, you know, but the performance, I agree. Now, what do you think about Kanye saying that MTV is to blame, that they should have recognized she wasn't ready and they shouldn't have allowed her to go out there and do that?
Well, he didn't seem upset, did he? I guess his point was he actually, I think, released Stronger, that track, so that he could open the VMAs.
Oh, really?
And felt a bit dissed by it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is a freak show better or a great song?
A great song, I think.
A great song.
Yeah, wait, who said freak show? People want a freak show.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's just, you know, it's too much to people. I don't know.
I couldn't even relate, by the way, to the amount of coverage that Brittany gets. And seriously, I mean, it's almost too much.
Yeah.
Right?
It is too much. I don't understand the fascination. And if it's great, you know, there's fascination. If it's not great, there's fascination.
Well, it's like your point of expectations. People kind of expect me to not be funny on the Emmys, and I'm prepared to live up to that expectation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think that's the way I'm going to approach it.
So
I can deliver that.
Okay, good. So we should not expect you to. And also, what's this? I hear you're going to sing. Are you going to sing?
Well, I was inspired by that Britney performance. But wait, I guess she didn't sing, though. She didn't sing.
She didn't sing.
You've heard me on the radio. I do something here in Los Angeles where I do sing, and I can reach some of those high notes.
All right.
I can get there. You dance, I sing.
Yeah. Well,
And
I don't know.
Why? I mean, you've moved on to the Oscars,
Yeah.
so what? You turned down the Emmys now, and they called me, and I said, sure, I'm free.
No, I think that's great. You're hosting. I think it's. Right away, I sent you a
She did. A great bottle of wine and a certificate for a massage that said, what could possibly go wrong? Love, Ellen and Portia.
Yeah.
Panic set in.
Nothing's gonna happen.
Panic set in.
All right, so you're. Not only are you hosting. Here's the thing. Hosting is enough. You're on the red carpet, which I cannot believe. You're on the red carpet doing interviews, and then you go in and host. Are you driving people to the parties as well? What are you...
I could pick you up on the way. We're not far from each other. Yeah, I'm going to host the pre-show, and
What's wrong with you?
I don't. It's like, why not, right?
Why
I mean,
not?
they asked. No one else is doing it. Sure, I'll cover you.
What, are you getting paid extra to do both of those things?
Yeah. I'll take it.
All right. Are you excited?
Honestly, I'm very excited. And you know, I was asked the other day, are you nervous? And I keep thinking, when everyone keeps asking me if I'm nervous, I'm starting to get nervous
Right.
because I'm not that nervous. Because you know, it's my job to host. That's what I don't act, and I'm not a comedian. I just kind of, you know, here's what's next.
Yeah.
And coming up after the break.
Yeah, no, I don't mean to ask you. I don't mean to ask you if you're nervous, because I know what that's like. Because people were the same thing with me with the Oscars. But it is something
And they kind of make you nervous by asking the
Yeah,
question.
exactly. Going, should I be?
Yeah,
I was
why?
really
What are people saying?
Yeah, I was excited, and now I am. But I think you're going to be great, and I'm
Thank you.
going to be right there looking at you, smiling. And
Please just cutaways of Ellen laughing, even contrived fake laughter's fine. I'll take it.
I've filmed some of me laughing ahead of time. They're just going to keep shooting.
We're feeding.
Yeah.
We're feeding that.
I put the outfit on that I'm wearing in a seat at my house, and they've filmed it, and they'll just
This
keep
is how good
cutting
of a
to that.
friend Ellen
Yeah,
DeGeneres is.
That's how I love you.
Could we all be so lucky?
All right, you're going to be great.
Thank you.
You can catch Ryan hosting the 59th Annual Primetime Emmy Awards on Fox this Sunday night at 8
That
o'clock.
scares me.
We're going to be back at, it's live too, and it's all over the world. We'll be back with Pamela Anderson after this. Well, anything can happen whenever our first guest stops by. She's an actress, an international sex symbol, an animal rights activist, and now a magician's assistant. Please welcome the multi-talented Pamela Anderson. It's Chanel-ish, and yet it's provocative. It's kind of.
Oh, thank you.
I like it. It's a combination of conservative and not.
Like me.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly like you.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm very good.
Good. All right.
Yeah.
So can we just briefly, and if you don't want to dwell on it, fine. But can we just, because you're the one who's going to have the answers to Kid and Kid Rock and.
You think so?
Yeah. So Kid Rock and Tommy Lee. First of all, last time you were here, you said they didn't get along. So they don't.
Can you tell?
Yeah, now we know for sure. All right, so do you know, did you watch it happen?
I actually left. No, I presented Kanye, and then I got off the table, and that's happened before. Anyway, I got off the table, and I left, and
You were on the table.
I was on a table.
For a reason,
yes,
not
for a
just
reason,
because
not
you were
just
on a
because I was
table.
on a table.
You were
like
introducing
usual.
someone, yes.
I was introducing someone, and then I left, and then as soon as I left, they all went after each other.
Uh-huh. And now, went after each other. Tommy Lee on his website released an apology and said, you know, I think sort of said that it was someone being, Kid had attacked him.
I'm still confused.
Do you care? Are you staying out of it?
I'm staying out of
Completely.
it. That's why I'm staying out of it.
All right. But clearly you and Tommy are good friends, and
Yeah,
you
we're
have kids
friends.
together, and you were sitting on his lap earlier. And it just
Well, he
seems-
pulled me on his lap
Yeah.
and spanked my butt.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was that okay or no?
Yeah.
That was
Well,
okay?
That was all right.
Yeah. All right.
You
All
know,
right.
Whatever. What are you going to do?
Okay.
Boys.
Well, so they were fighting over, do you know why they were fighting?
I don't really know.
Okay.
No.
Could it have been over me? Could they have been fighting over
I think
me?
it may have been over you.
All right. So, well, anyway, the last time you were here, I'm glad you're dressed like this. There's no chance of this happening again. I thought you were going to break your back last time you were here.
I have a very flexible back.
You certainly do. Look at this. This is last time you were here. What do you do? Do you do Pilates and yoga and stuff?
No.
Nothing?
No, but I was a gymnast and an acrobat growing up. That's why I'm happy I'm a magician's assistant, because I have to do those kind of things.
Because
on
you
the
have
show.
to get into little boxes and things like that,
kind
right?
Of, you have to be a little bit of a contortionist, which
All
I'm
right,
known
so
for.
how did this come up? You've just been,
Cute smile and a trick pelvis gets you far. No, I'm
So-
kidding.
so-
That didn't make any sense.
no,
It did, right?
It did. All right, so if has this been a dream of yours to work with a magician? How'd this come up?
Well, I've always loved magic, and I love being on stage, and I just thought, someone asked me, as soon as they asked me, of course I said no, and they went, what am I thinking? That's like top of my list. I have to be a magician's assistant. It's really exciting. Hans is fantastic, and I was horrible at negotiating the deal because I was in his lap, licking his face, begging him to do the show.
Yeah.
About 2 minutes after meeting him.
Oh, so you
So
didn't...
I'm doing it for free.
Okay. and you're loving it.
I'm loving it.
And are some of the tricks scary? Because there's like one that you're way up in the air, right?
Yeah, I levitate to the ceiling, and I'm afraid of heights. But the first time I was levitated, I actually had tears in my eyes. I was really excited.
This is
Sorry,
you.
Because why haven't I always been levitated? I felt so good.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it goes for, it's actually not a good shot. It looks much better now. That was the first time I did it, kind of like this first day of the show.
And you have to do this every day? How many shows a day?
2 a night, 2 a day, but
Wow.
now we're going to 4 days, and it's 1 show Wednesday, 2 Thursday, 1 Friday, 2 Saturday.
Wow,
So,
is that exhausting?
it's not that hard to work. It's
You're-
actually, I do that kind of stuff at home.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I love it. I mean, not that, but I mean, I like being on stage, so I was actually shocked that I was so comfortable and having a lot of fun. I
Yeah.
am a little bit of an exhibitionist.
Good. Well, no.
I know, shocking. Shocking.
Not you.
I know.
Is anybody, are you dating anybody that we should know about?
Oh, should I tell this story? Funny story.
Great. Yeah. Tell it.
I'll be killed. Okay. Well, I was playing poker one night in my room, and I was down about 250 grand.
Wow. It's a lot.
Yeah. I was up 80 down. It's a long story. I was up 250 grand. So I was thinking, do I buy a Richard Prince painting, or he said if I made out with him, that I could clear the thing. So a couple days went by after he followed me around like a puppy dog.
He said. Who's he?
He, just this guy. He's a poker player.
Uh-huh.
And
Professional?
yeah,
Do we
and
know
I ended
him?
up, you probably, and I ended up paying off my poker debt and buying the painting. So, and then I fell in love. Now we're engaged.
Who is he? Well, why don't you tell us who he is?
I'm not really engaged. No, so I don't know what I am, but yeah, it worked out.
Uh-huh.
I liked it.
And has he given you some good poker tips if he's professional? Was that the first time you had met him?
The first time I played poker,
Really?
obviously.
And so
He took advantage of me.
there's no ring. So is there a ring or no?
Rings are bad luck.
Oh, really?
I have, yeah.
Okay.
Through experience.
Well, you can look at it that way. Marriage is bad luck for you too.
Yes,
you know,
exactly. We may never get that far.
All right.
No, I'm kidding. We're in love. It's nice.
All
Nice
right.
guy. You've played poker with him before, so.
I play poker with him. I know. Is he tall?
No, maybe. No, it just doesn't matter. Next,
All right.
what?
Well,
Hans,
it
where
does,
are you?
All right, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. All right, when we
You do know.
when we
Your
come
phone
back,
rings.
they're like, boo, we don't know. We want to know your private
yeah.
life.
I know.
All right, so
I thought it was a funny story.
it is
that's
a
all.
funny story.
You know, it
it's just that
happens.
you teased us,
It
and
was
we
a
now
poker
want
debt.
to know.
I paid
who
off a poker debt with sexual favors and fell in love. It's so romantic. It's romance.
It is a
Big
romantic.
romance. Oh,
Yeah,
dear.
let me tell you how Mommy and Daddy met.
Well, that was worse.
All right, I'm going to stop talking to you right now because
Yeah, I
that's
was
too
drugged.
dangerous. All right, we're going to come back and show you an amazing. Is the trick? No, first we're going to talk to Hans Klok, and then we're going to do the trick. We'll be back with Hans Klok. Our next guest is a fantastic magician whose show, Hans Klok, The Beauty of Magic, is running at Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino in Las Vegas. Please welcome the very tricky Hans Klok.
You know, people don't know this, but you're a professional poker player.
Actually, I am, yes. I'm the poker player.
So that's what you're insinuating. It could be.
A tall guy, good with cards.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it could
No,
be,
we're kidding.
It's not. You're not the couple. You're
No.
a good
No.
couple.
Even though people think we are sometimes,
We are
right?
a very good couple. Everybody thinks, but we
It-
just, no.
We just,
No.
you just levitate me and saw me in half.
Right. Now we're very good friends. We do very well.
And how did this come about that you asked Pam to be your assistant?
Well, actually, it's all game with Robert Earl. It's the owner of the Planet Hollywood Hotel, Casino. And he saw me performing in Amsterdam. I'm from Amsterdam, from Holland. And he loved it. And he said, yeah, you could be the new magician on the Strip of Vegas. But he said, you need something extra, or something very special. And like Secret and Roy, the White Tiger, something that everybody talks about. And then I thought about calling the most sexiest woman on the planet.
I'm your white tiger.
You are, yeah. You're wilder than a tiger.
I'm doing it for the animals.
And she loved it to do it. She,
Yeah, so
Pamela
you
actually...
we don't have to use them on stage
Right,
anymore.
right.
You know.
Use
No.
me.
Yes?
Right. Yeah.
Sorry, we were having a little kind of...
Whatever.
Yes, anyway.
Well, I think it's a great combination,
Yeah,
and
we
people
are.
are loving it. And so now, is there anything that you've wanted to do that you haven't done yet that you may add to the show?
Well, we're working on an underwater escape, actually. We're a little bit inspired by Houdini and the movie The Prestige.
Prestige, yeah.
Because we love to do dangerous stuff. People love to see dangerous illusions, and we're working on that. But it takes a little time, you know. But we're happy that they extended the contract till end of December now, so we have time to...
Yeah, I want to do water, something with water. I love that.
So you mean you would be actually contained in a thing of water? And
Shackled.
Shackled in
Yeah.
water. And
Yeah.
you're up for that?
I'm totally up for that. I love it. I did some Baywatch. I could do it.
Yeah.
I learned, yeah.
All right. Well, and do your kids come to the show and watch it?
Oh, they've been a lot of times.
Yeah?
They don't want to come anymore until I'm doing new tricks. They told me.
And do they know how they're done? Have they asked, or have you told them how they're done?
It's magic.
No, you did it.
Magic.
No.
Yeah, I didn't. No,
She never
I mean,
tells
no,
a
no, no.
secret.
You can't, right?
No, yeah. No, they love it. They love the way it is, and they all have their own. Actually, their ideas of how it works is actually more entertaining of how it's really done.
All right. Well, when we come back, we're going to do the magic trick that everybody has been telling me about all day long. We'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Hans Klok. That's amazing. Wow. Hans Klok, The Beauty of Magic, is running at Las Vegas at the Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino until December 8th. That's incredible. We'll be back and meet Kyla Ebbert after this. Wow. You know, when you see a magic show like that from far away, you're thinking, oh, there's got to be something behind there, and it just looks like there's nothing. That was amazing. Wasn't that incredible? Anyway, okay, our next guest made national headlines when she was thrown off a Southwest Airlines flight for what they called dressing inappropriately. Here in the outfit she was wearing on the flight, please welcome Kyla Ebbert. Let's see how you sit in something like that. I have a blanket from an airlines flight.
Thank you. Yeah. I don't even have to ask for it this time.
We've had, you know what, we've had guests on that I've had to do this for. I promise you, we've had a lot of actresses who come out with something so short that I've had to get a blanket and put on them because when you sit down.
Thank you.
All right, so tell me what happened. We kind of know, but tell me, nobody came up to you before the flight?
No, I got to the airport 2 hours early just because, you know, security is crazy. Got through in about 20 minutes. I had an hour and a half to wait in the terminal for time for somebody to come up and say something to me. Nobody did.
Okay, so you get on the plane.
Right.
And right away, do they come up to you?
No, I don't know if anyone's ever flown Southwest, but I boarded in Group A, so Group B boarded Group C.
Yes.
We were all seatbelted in. The stewardesses had been through their whole security speech, everything like that, and then I was approached by someone named Keith, who actually told me I was going to have to come with him, escorted me up to the front of the plane, and told me that I was dressed inappropriately and would not be able to fly on that flight.
But he told you that in front. He didn't take you off privately. He told you that in
No.
front of all the people on the plane?
Right. He walked me from my seat to the front of the plane and told me right in front of everybody, you're dressed too provocatively. This is a family airline. You're going to have to go home, change, and come back. Catch a
And
later
we'll wait
flight.
for you right here.
We'll be waiting. Catch a later flight.
So, and you offered to do what? Like,
Well, after he told me that I would have to go down and get my luggage and change into something, I said, you know, I didn't bring anything. I'm going for 2 hours. He said, well, then go to the gift shop and buy something there. I'm like, I'm not going to go buy an I Love San Diego t-shirt. You know, I live
Right.
here. So,
Right.
you know, it's crazy. So I said, what can I do? Which part is offensive to you? Is it the shirt or the skirt? He said, it's the whole thing. Told me to pull my top up, which you can see there's not much showing.
Yeah.
Pull this skirt down. This skirt is already really low riding. I know that some people in the audience have mentioned that earlier. It's just how it sits. I didn't really feel comfortable pulling it down lower.
right. Now, do you think that it's a very short, is that how you normally dress? Is there,
You know, not always. I mean, it was the middle of July. Oh, goodness. It was the middle of July. I was flying to Tucson. It was 110 degrees. I was not wearing a sweatsuit. That would be ridiculous.
right, right. Okay, so, and how do you feel about that this has become such a huge story, and rightfully so, because it brings up, at what point do we draw the line of how much, you know, we can decide what somebody wears, but how do you feel about people in the audience saying, you know, their opinions about it?
Well, you know, I mean, I was listening backstage, and everybody is entitled to their own opinion, and everybody here has a different fashion sense, and that's fine. But one of the beautiful things about living here is that you have the right to express yourself, and that's your freedom. And, you know, I don't feel that I was offending anybody. If someone was offended, it would have been very easy to separate the two of us so that nobody had an issue.
Right. Well, it does seem, and they let you stay, they ended up just giving you a blanket, right?
After about 15 minutes of holding up the flight, I was able to walk back to my seat. I was humiliated. You know how it is after September 11th. Someone gets pulled off the plane, everybody's paranoid, everybody's listening, what's going on. So yeah, all eyes were on me. I was humiliated, I was embarrassed. I have been dressing myself for 20 years, and here I am being lectured by a 40-year-old man on how I should dress.
Right. All right, so I mean, I just think that there are a couple of things that to me are offensive about it. That he did it in front of everyone, and that he didn't just come over and say, can you please put this blanket on, because there's some people that think that's too short or whatever. I want to show you, we found this commercial for Southwest Airline.
I can't wait.
When is this, the 60s? 72, and this is what they wanted their flight attendants to dress like. Look at this commercial from the 70s.
Remember what it was like before there was somebody else up there who loved you? There was no such thing as executive class service to Dallas, Houston, and San Antonio. With first-class legroom, free cocktails for everyone, and a schedule you could depend on. Remember?
I could see her butt.
Yeah. Well, that's before it was a family airline.
Right, and I didn't bring my kids. So.
And so are you gonna? There's talk about. Are you gonna sue? Do you feel like this is something you would sue over?
Initially, actually, I know this is gonna sound so lame, but my mom wrote a letter to Southwest, just basically asking for an apology. I flew Southwest over 100 times last year, and just saying, you know, she's a loyal customer. Maybe she was treated inconsiderately, and so. Yeah, we wrote them a letter asking for an apology, just some acknowledgement that they treated me unfairly. And they wrote back saying, we defend our employee. You should not dress so provocatively. You dress obscene, and you offend other passengers. And I want to know, at what point do they draw the line? You know, how is somebody else's comfort more valuable than mine?
I agree. I agree. Wow.
Can I give you this back?
You want to give it to me
Just
back?
to-
Yeah. Is it too warm for you?
Just to prove a point
All
that
right,
you
sure.
cannot. There, I don't know how
That
many
you
people
can
your
sit
audience
down.
fits, but
Yeah.
you can't.
You
no
can't
one
see
can
anything.
see anything inappropriate.
Yeah.
And I did not get waxed before the show, and you still can't tell. So I don't mean to offend anyone.
Girlfriend!
I'm just
She
kidding.
told you! All right. Well, I think the whole thing is ridiculous, and how it was handled was ridiculous. And I hope that you get whatever is
Thank you.
rightfully yours, because I think that was totally wrong.
Thank you.
All right. What are we going to do when we come back? Something special? All right. Have a little magic, a little more magic maybe when we come back. Possibly so. We'll be right back. I want to thank Pamela Anderson, Hans Klok, Ryan Seacrest, and Kyla Ebbert. Tomorrow, Rihanna will be here, and I have for you something I've been holding out. I have magical powers as well, and I would like to show you right now one of them. It's a new dress for Kyla.